Welcome back. I'm Lou Wieland, and I publish the official relocation guides on Atlanta on behalf of the First Multiple Listing Service of Atlanta, and we're talking with Chris Owens, the Mayor Pro Tem of awesome Alpharetta. And we tried to kind of profile the city a little bit in the first segment and just kind of overview. And during the break, we talked about the population being 63,000. However, in the daytime, it's quite a different story.
That's right, Lou. We're becoming a job center of our own right. During the daytime, the population nearly doubles to 110,000 plus people, and that's netting out the people. Obviously, not everyone that lives in Alpharetta works in Alpharetta, unfortunately. So we have quite a few residents that commute outside the city. But on the whole, after people come into jobs, we've got, that 100,000 plus mark during the day.
So we talked in the first segment about the fact that you are nicknamed the Technology City of the South, and I would like you to perhaps just elaborate a little bit on that and how you got that nickname.
Well, that's an initiative that the mayor took up several years ago, which has turned out to be fantastic and great for the city. Our economic development director, Peter Tokar, promotes the city to technology firms and the industry. The current city council can't take 100% credit for that. The market and the economy drew technology companies to Alpharetta because of infrastructure for communications and power and office space and things of that nature. And it sort of started to grow and feed on itself. When we started promoting it, we've now gotten a better understanding. We knew that we had technology firms in our city, and we knew we had some significant presence. But if you look at the stats, we have today inside our city limits over 600 technology companies. And if you look at the greater Alpharetta area, there's a larger area outside our city limits that people associate themselves with. And we've got, when you include that, we're north of 900 firms that are technology focused in the Alpharetta area. We're extremely proud of that. We have a technology incubator that the city has helped start, and we're seeing new firms come and new ideas being created in the city of Alpharetta on a daily basis.
Are you attracting other types of industries, companies in other industries as well, or is it primarily technology, or is there a specific objective to primarily target that industry?
Well, we're targeting that industry specifically as part of a greater economic development initiative. We certainly have companies that come to us on a regular basis that aren't technology-based, and we welcome them as well. But what we've learned is that technology sector tends to grow on itself and feed from associations and cooperative agreements with other companies. So, that industry seems to follow their peers and grows a little bit better for us than others.
The jobs created by that industry are paid pretty well.
They do. We just helped Jackson Healthcare, a healthcare-based technology firm, cut a ribbon on expansion to their headquarters that's in Alpharetta. That expansion will add an additional 1,200 employees to that facility, and it's going to be a fantastic addition. They are a locally grown, locally managed company that has locations all across the country. So they serve the healthcare industry with technology needs and support, do a great job with it.
Now, Gwinnett Tech is opening a branch there, correct?
Gwinnett Tech is open.
And they're open. So how did, I guess that has some connectivity to the great number of jobs nearby.
It does, and it's a great compliment. Gwinnett Tech was looking to grow from their campus in North Gwinnett, and they expressed an interest in North Fulton. They looked at North Fulton a couple of times, looked at Alpharetta, and I believe Roswell, Sandy Springs. They decided to put out a request for proposals and gave the cities the opportunity to incentivize and encourage them to locate. So the city council actually offered an incentive package to Gwinnett Tech if they were to come inside the city of Alpharetta, and Gwinnett Tech chose a piece of property right across Old Milton Parkway from Avalon. And so far it's been a great success, and they're still moving in, if you will. The building is finished, but the programs are still growing, And Fulton County School System is in the process of building a new magnet school in downtown Alpharetta. They're going to replace the old Milton High School facility with a STEM-based, science, technology, engineering, and math-based magnet school, and they're partnering with Gwinnett Tech. So students in the high schools of North Fulton can come to that magnet school, and their education will be lined up with what Gwinnett Tech offers and what the industry needs.
Now, is Gwinnett Tech a 4-year or is that a 2-year?
I believe it's they have series of 2-year programs. They're technical focused, and those programs do complement the 4-year degrees that are available in the state of Georgia.
So credits can go towards the 4-year degree
That's
if they
right.
want to transfer out. But
Mm-hmm.
that's fantastic that you have such a facility, and I would like to compliment whoever at Gwinnett Tech is responsible for real estate selection. They couldn't have picked a better piece of property than right across the street from Avalon. I know that the retail place facilities across the street are commanding unbelievable prices per square foot. I was looking at one the other day. I think it was $46 a square foot.
It's unreal. Yeah.
And that's just, small for, I think there's a cookie shop over there with that price. Actually, I'm pretty sure there is. And I don't know how they pay that, but they must have phenomenally good cookies.
They have great cookies. They must sell a lot of them, too.
They must sell a ton of them to everybody. I think that lady that owns that place is in the chamber with me, the North Fulton Chamber with me. But anyway, it certainly is a phenomenal city. That do you do kind of forecasts on growth, population growth over the next 5 years? And secondly, the same part of that question would be part two is, what do you see the city looking like in 5 years? I'm sure that hard to explain exactly the way you've been growing in the past. But.
Yeah, we're seeing growth in the city. Your first question, residential growth. Our community development department does track. What they do is track permits for construction. So it's hard we can predict based on past trends, but as you know, in the real estate market, that's kind of a dangerous game to be doing. It's hard to do. Mm-hmm. And I don't have those stats with me. We do have an idea. We know exactly how many permits we've been issuing for single-family townhomes and condos and things of that nature. So we probably do have a better handle on that. I didn't come today with that statistic in mind. Honestly, the next 5 years, we're also in the process of investing in our infrastructure. We went through that lag in the recession, basically holding on, and now we're going to invest in roadways and things of that nature to help people move around. So in the next 3 to 5 years, I see City Center complete. I see Avalon flushed out, and I see we've got a project we can hopefully talk about today as well called the Alpha Loop that will connect all those with pedestrian and bicycle access.
Actually, I did go on your website last night and research that, so that looks phenomenal. We'll talk about that right after the break. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. We are profiling the great city of Alpharetta.